What's up, Havoc Nation? My name is Maysen Chelin, and I could not be more excited to get to apply to be a part of your Havoc leadership team this upcoming year. This year, I'm a current sophomore studying business administration, biblical studies, and marketing. I know, 3 completely different sides of our campus, but what I do think is that it really centers what GCU means. A faith-centered environment that allows students the opportunity to go out and grow in no matter what sector of the world they're in. Whether it's sports, whether it's ministry, we get to go and do it all. And being a Havoc is just the tip of that. Being a Havoc leader is an incredible opportunity on a campus full of opportunities because it's the one thing that every student, no matter if they're an honor student or they're part of our space club or they do LARPing on Sundays or maybe they're a student athlete, this is the one thing on our campus that gets to unite every student as soon as they get that purple envelope in the mail as a senior in high school. I know for me, being a Havoc was something that I got to see my friends who maybe were a little bit inside of their shell that first week of school really jump into the full experience at GCU. Getting to see them scream their heads off and yell, "Go Lopes Up!" at every game day was the best part of freshman year. And I think it's something that really connects every student on such a big campus. So my favorite Havocs experience, why there's so many to choose from, whether it was camping or screaming front row or running up the stairs and simply falling and having both skin knees, but still cheering my head off at every game, was actually a game before I even was a Havoc. When I was a senior in high school, I came out and visited, and we went to one of the soccer games. It wasn't anything crazy. There wasn't the fireworks and everything. It was simply just a weekday game. But what was super cool is in that moment, we were behind on the scoreboard, but to see Havoc's leaders go and be cheering their heads off, screaming after every single time we touched the ball, as well as introducing and inviting the parents and the fans into it, running up and down the way, getting parents to, I don't know if they wanted to, but to get them to stand up and cheer their heads off for the Havocs. It was the sweetest thing to see, and it changed the sports world that I had grown up in and the culture that I had seen in sports. To see students that aren't cheering just for the scoreboard or cheering just for the clout, but really just for the fact that this is something that we get to do together that represents community and unity across every single board. No matter where you came from coming to that stadium, you get to leave united for one cause. The question when regarding of how we get students to games is how do we recreate and create culture? GCU has an incredible culture around basketball that we see students camping out and lining up for days to get into a game. How do we create that same energy? Because we know that passion and energy is there into other facets of our athletics program. Well, that begins with creating memories for the students to take part in. The Camp Elliott is one of them. So how do we recreate that or maybe change that idea a little bit for women's volleyball, for beach volleyball, for these different things that maybe we don't see students turning out for each and every week? My idea is that we connect students and bring in opportunities for them to create memories that are going to mark their college experience. For volleyball especially, creating Havocs versus students games prior to our tip-off game, as well as somehow getting Brian Mueller to maybe serve and see how many serves he can do with the students going crazy over it. Anything we can do that creates a unity moment for students to be able to cheer their heads off prior to the game starting. As well as, I think, beginning to and growing our alumni and partnership community, especially with games that maybe we don't have a ton of students turning out to. Creating that extra incentive through third-party partnerships and third-party endorsements that Havocs get to come alongside with.